I guess this is the first time I'm going to do this, and I'll see how it goes. But a few people I know have recommended me doing this over the last few weeks, and I've decided to just give it a shot and see how it goes. Because it could go nowhere, it could help nobody, but it could go everywhere and help lots of people. So this is just my take on a few things that I've noticed since returning home from Vancouver. Now, I'm not going to lie, the first 2 weeks or so coming home to Vancouver was quite tough because I made some fantastic friends over there and had some fantastic times with some great people. They all know who they are, they don't need me calling them out. And things change very, very quickly. It's kind of like 7 months in Vancouver was fantastic, but I went like that. And then all of a sudden, these people who were such a big part of your life are no longer in your life. You don't talk to them anymore, or you don't talk to them as much, and it's settling in periods tough. But look, there's no point in dwelling on those things because the experiences you had make you who you are for the future. But one thing I really noticed, like in Vancouver, partied a lot, drinking and whatnot. It's a fantastic city, but with fantastic people. But I'm 34, so that was kind of like a last hurrah, one will say maybe, maybe not, who knows, but as of right now, I'll say a last hurrah. And the realization when I came back to Ireland is that everyone here nearly, well, not everyone, but a majority of the country has got a substance abuse problem in some shape or form. And I can't believe I never noticed it before leaving. It's just one of those things, it's kind of like it's easier to reach for a drink or drugs or shift food or whatever than it is to look inside yourself to see why the fuck you're distracting yourself. Because a lot of the time when you're doing these things, it's like boredom is a big thing for people. Like you're not hungry, you're bored. Like why are you drinking last night? I was bored, went out for a few drinks. Or why did you do drugs? I was bored. Because you're not used to it, not can't deal with the boredom in your head. That is devastating. That boredom means that there's something inside you that you're ignoring. You need to deal with the boredom of yourself to make progress in life. If you don't deal with that, you won't make progress. And the progress I'm talking about, it's not even being in work progress. It's just about progress, personal progress, about being someone and being happy with yourself. Because if you're constantly looking for, reaching for a glass of wine, a bottle of beer, shot of fucking vodka or whatever, rum or whiskey, or doing a line of coke, just fucking smoking weed, going for those fucking packet chocolate biscuits, that's you ignoring something inside of you. Returning home has taught me this because I did it in Vancouver. I went looking constantly for outside stimulus to deal with what was going on inside me because I was ignoring myself. Ignoring yourself, if you want to do it, keep doing it. I'll tell you right now, personally, it's fucking torturous. Because there's going to come a day someday where you're going to realize that you've been ignoring yourself for a long time. I came to this realization in the last 6 weeks or so that I was ignoring myself for fucking years. Sacrificing myself for nothing else except for that one high, the one bit of fun, the one same bullshit. It's easy to ignore yourself. Sorry, now I'm getting my charger. Not very professional, but it's easy to ignore yourself when you're distracting yourself. It's hard to ignore yourself when you have a lot of time in your hands. When I came back, I had a few weeks to myself in quarantine. Can't ignore yourself then. You can't. Went through a few awkward situations. Lost people out of my life that I thought would be in my life for a lot longer. But at the end of the day, these people in your life who are in your life are meant to be in your life. Like if you keep looking outside for answers that are inside, you won't get the answers. You need to look inside. And like it's the thing I've been saying to people lately is like you need to start writing checks today that you can cash in the future. Because if you don't start today, the future is going to be the same old bullshit. Like drinking, drugs, bullshit. It's like repeating cycles. It's like everyone has these cycles. Some people are relationships, and blah blah blah. You know yourself. I'm sure if you think about yourself, you have these cycles. But like you can't control the chaos around you. What you can do is control the chaos inside you. That's for sure. Or even get a better understanding of it. Leaving Vancouver to this Ireland has shown me that for years I was just ignoring everything in here and focusing on everything out here. Think about how many times do you leave a relationship and like, I could have done this differently, could have done that differently. No, those people aren't in your life for a fucking reason. they're not supposed to be in your life. The sooner you realize this, the better. Focus on yourself. Personal growth is the only way forward. If you can focus on personal growth, you'll be so much happier for it. And like at the end of the day, you have to live with yourself 24/7. You have to be around people fucking a lot less than that, to be honest. Like your head, your mind space are most important. Learning to deal with yourself is a massive part of life that I haven't learned until recently. And I'm still doing it. And it's hard fucking work. Staying on top of things constantly can be hard fucking work. But at the end of the day, the time is going to pass. You're not going to have anything else except you. Make a life plan for yourself that doesn't need anyone. You don't want someone in your life that is going to be dependent on you. You want someone in your life is dependent on them, independent, on just by themselves, stand alone. You stand alone. You do your stuff separately, and then you meet in the middle every so often, and then you go back to doing your stuff separately. That is a healthy life. It's something I've realized over the last few months. A person was in my life until recently, she's now gone, but we learned that I learned a lot from her, maybe not the same amount, but that's how I see it. Your life is no longer about other people, it's just about you. Control your mind, control your thoughts, control your world. Don't let your thoughts control you, you control your thoughts. That is tough. That's something I'm still working on, but it's getting easier every day. Every single day. At the end of the day, if you want to keep reaching for that bottle of fucking beer, that line of coke, the big bag of sweets in the fridge, if you think that makes you fucking happy, you do it. But that's short-term answers. Short-term answers. You don't need those answers. What you need is answers in here. You need your gut and your mind to match up. Kill the niggle that's in there. Once that niggle's gone, yes, sleep. Trust me, this happened to me recently. You sleep so much better. Like, you sleep 8 hours a night, and even to wake up in the morning, like, oh, I could probably have another half hour if I wanted to. But you won't, because you'll actually be well rested and you'll get up straight away and you'll get to work and shit. The future you want now, or the future you have in the future, you start today. Embrace the now to enhance the future. It's as simple as that. Live now, because the problem in the world is today, I'm guilty of this, getting better at it, is you go over all the things that happened months ago. Could have done this differently, could have done that differently, if it'd be more honest here, blah 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 bullshit, or in the future I want this is the person I want in the future, I want this plan in the future, but you're actually forgetting about fucking now. If you keep making these decisions now, the right decisions today, the future will be so much easier, because you're not actually even focused on it. All of a sudden it'll happen like that and you'll be there. The past will just be a memory, it's a lesson. It's what the past is supposed to be, constant lesson. So from today onwards, make the decision that the past is a lesson that's in the past. It stays there. The future is going to be here like that. So make the right decisions today to make your future bright, fun, but also mainly about yourself. That may sound selfish, but being selfish is okay. That's something that people don't want you to know, because they think that, think about this scenario. How many times has someone said to you when they want your help, you're being selfish? They're being selfish in that scenario because they want your help and you're not willing to give it the way they think they deserve it. Bullshit. You choose you. Fuck the rest. The people in your life who care about you will understand that. They'll want the best for you. And then, when you're the best version of yourself, you'll be able to help them far better. Far, far better. It's all about learning to control yourself, have the inner growth constantly happening, and then everything around you falls into place. This is something I'm learning at the moment. I'm in the process of, but in the space of 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks is when I've really seen results. You don't need alcohol, you don't need drugs, you don't need shit, you don't need drama. What you only need is you. You stand on your own 2 feet, let the whole world embrace you. The ones who care will be there, the ones who don't will be gone. This is me for now. I'll talk to you soon.